guys, so I just kind of wanted to give a little review on my new to me truck. So I traded in the other truck. I don't know if you guys remember, I bought that probably 4 years ago, maybe 3.5, 4 years ago. That was a 2010 and it had a 4.6 V8 in it. It had a lot of miles and it started to leak really bad at the transmission fluid and the rear main seal and all that. So I figured it was time to trade that in. So this is what we have. This is a 2015 F150. This is I believe this is the first year that they went to the all aluminum body. I'm not 100% sure of all that, but I'll go over a little bit more detail on that in a second. But and this has also the 2020 wheels. These are 18-inch 275 65 18s, and they're the chrome. So these are like kind of an upgraded wheel that you could get with the 2020s. I found these on Facebook. Actually, I found these a little while ago. So we put those on. The truck is in amazing condition for a 2015. The maintenance records were really good on it. It's got right at 90,000 miles on it. And this is the Ecoboost. It's got the 2.7 liter Ecoboost in it. Okay. So yeah, a few years ago, I actually owned a Ford Edge that had an Ecoboost in it. I think it was the V6, maybe it was a 4-cylinder Ecoboost. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it started to have problems. And I told myself that I would never own another Ecoboost again, but here we are, I bought one. So the 2.7, you know, I'm the type of person that likes to really like research and really try to find out all the information I can about, you know, these trucks and the different engines and everything like that. And I did the same thing with my last truck, and had the 4.6 in it. The 4.6 is actually a really good engine. They last a long time. Very reliable, very few problems. I never actually had any problems with that truck, other than it started leaking from the rear main seal and the transmission. But as far as the engine goes, it started up and ran every single day. So I did the same thing with this truck. I went online and just poured over videos and videos of reviews on the Ecoboost 2.7, and it was nothing but good reviews. Okay, as far as towing goes, as far as reliability goes. Of course, there was a few issues here and there with people talking about carbon buildup because it's got direct injection and all that. But I mean, I don't see that as that big of a deal when there is a lot of different ways you can remedy that, you know, with walnut blasting, and there's other treatments you can do to them that can actually get rid of the carbon. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. So yeah, so to start off, I've been driving this for about 2 weeks. I wanted to kind of drive it for a few weeks before I did a review on it, just to get an idea of, you know, what I liked about it. And the first thing I can tell you is the gas mileage is amazing. I'm getting 22.7 miles per gallon on it, and it has like way more power than the 4.6 had, which was getting around 18.5 miles per gallon. This thing has it's hard to explain. It's got like 400 foot-pounds of torque. It's all torque. You can feel it like down low. So I also, 2 weeks ago, before I bought this, I test drove what year was it? Like a 13 or 14 Platinum with the Coyote, with the 5.0 Coyote. And this feels so much better than that. I mean, okay, one of the things is, we'll take it for a drive in a second, but one of the things is I notice is you can really tell the weight difference. Okay, with the F150 Platinum, with all that extra stuff on it, this is the sport version, by the way, two-wheel drive sport with the extended cab, which this is the way I like them. I actually don't like the 4-door versions, the ones that have 4 doors. I prefer this style because it gives you a longer bed. Okay, I have a regular size bed, so I don't like that shortened bed with the extra door. It doesn't, I just don't like it. So this, you can open the door all the way out like that. It flips, which my other truck did not do. The other truck only came to right here. So this is nice when you're wanting to get something big inside. So yeah, really big opening here to get in. I like that. So it's a little dirty right now. I got some of my junk in here, but this is not this is not really what you would say like a pimped out version of the F-150. This is more basic, you would say, but that's kind of how I like them. I like them to be kind of simple. Okay, it does have a locking diff, so you can lock the diff, and I've tried that already. It's kind of like having a spool. So if you're in a spot where it's a little muddy or dirt, like slippery, and you put that on, it locks both the rear wheels up. So yeah, basic. It's just your basic. It's got cloth interior, but it's super comfortable. The other truck had the pleather interior. My wife's Explorer has leather. This is kind of a nice change for me, to have the the cloth. It's just more comfortable when you first get in it. It's not cold, it's not hot. It's just nice. Okay. The other thing I like about it is it has the column shifter. Okay, the Platinum that I test drove had the shifter here, and the reason I don't like that is because of all this storage I get. Okay, the Platinum, this whole area here was taken up by the shifter and all the stuff that went on there. This has space here for storage here, a storage here, perfect for a phone, 2 cup holders. This, I think the Platinum had this too, but you got that nice big storage there. But I just like that it frees up this area for storage. Okay, what else? Yeah, I mean, it's, as far as like room in the back, I mean, there's plenty of room for passengers. I mean, there is no issue with like leg room or anything like that. And these fold up so you can get stuff in here as well. That's a pretty big space. And you actually have some storage back here too. So yeah, I really like it. So let's go ahead and take it for a ride, and I'll kind of go over a few more things that I liked about it, and a couple things that I didn't like about it. Okay, and it's not really that big of a complaint. I have not towed with it yet. Okay, so we haven't hooked up my trailer yet. My trailer's over there, and put my car on it. We haven't done that yet. All the videos I've watched on YouTube say that these things tow great. Okay, and the other thing is this truck actually comes with, it has a tow package. Okay, it does have a brake controller right here. Okay, so it's set up to tow. So if I wanted to, I could get some brakes for my trailer, which my trailer doesn't have brakes on it right now, but that's actually something I probably will do in the future. And then yeah, so this would control your brake here. So okay, so we're in the truck now, and we're taking it, actually we're leaving my driveway right now, which my driveway is like pretty long, and it's a dirt road, so it's a little bumpy. And that's the first thing I want to let you guys know on the F-150s that have the aluminum body. You can tell, like, you can feel that the truck is light. And what I mean by that is it kind of like tosses you around a little bit. Whereas my other truck, which was heavier, kind of floated through the bumps a little more. So I don't know if Ford like kept the same suspension but then made the truck really light, and it like, I don't know, even like bumps on the road, like speed bumps and stuff like that, it really tosses the truck, if that makes sense. So I'm guessing that it probably, when I'm towing, it's probably gonna feel better. But as far as, going over little bumps here and there, it does, you can definitely feel it like a lot more than, oh, and especially the Platinum I drove in. The Platinum that I test drove, it felt like a Cadillac. It felt like you couldn't feel the bumps. And I'm just guessing that that's because of the weight. Okay, I've heard that these are like 700 pounds lighter because of, they're all aluminum. So anyway, as far as everything else goes, I mean, the power is crazy. Like just getting on it like right now, like you can really feel the boost down low. It takes off. I mean, I'm assuming this thing's gonna be really good towing because of all that low end torque. I've watched a few other reviews and you know, some more in-depth stuff on where the motors make torque, and this actually makes torque, so I've heard, earlier than the Coyote. So even though they're the same, they're rated the same horsepower and all that, this feels better. Okay, so the other thing I wish that I had, and you know, I've been looking for a truck for a long time, and this didn't check all my boxes as far as what I wanted, and one of the things I wanted, which is kind of minor, is a backup camera. Okay, this one doesn't have it, and it's actually going to be pretty expensive for me to get the backup camera that, you know, comes standard with the Ford. Now if I went with like an aftermarket one and kind of hooked it up myself some way, like through the rearview mirror or whatever, or try to figure it out with this receiver here, because I know there's I did some research and there's a hookup on the back of this receiver that will actually turn it into a backup camera, but you have to do something with the ECU. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but that's one thing I regret, is not having a backup camera, because I use it a lot, especially towing and hooking up trailers. So everything else is pretty basic. The radio's basic. It's got a CD player, which I'll never use. The Ford Sync works really good, hooks right up to my phone. Wireless, Bluetooth or through the USB, no problem there. Like I said, right now I'm getting 22.9 miles to the gallon. That's amazing. I mean, for a truck, you know, my wife's Explorer, it's a 16, and that's just got a, you know, the naturally aspirated 6-cylinder 3.5, and that gets, I think, 21 or 20. So lately my wife and I have been driving this a lot because it just, I don't know, it feels more like a car than it does a truck driving on the road, except for when you hit big bumps. Okay, then it does, you know, like I said before, it kind of tosses you around a little bit. But other than that, I really like it. I mean, the thing drives so smoothly. Tons of room. It's really clean. Everything, the lines inside the truck are really clean. The interior looks really good. So, yeah, that's my little review. I'll go over a little bit more maybe next time I take the car to the racetrack and I'm, you know, we're driving and pulling a trailer, to see how that feels. The 2010 with the 4.6 felt really good. Had no issues with that. Pulled fine. The gas mileage was horrible when I was towing, obviously. You know, it got around 17, 18 miles per gallon when I was towing. And then like, I don't know, like 19 or so when I, you know, just regular driving. So it'll be interesting, you know, to see what the gas mileage is with, you know, while I'm towing and all that. But other than that, the first 2 weeks of ownership, I'm super happy with it. So anyway, I don't normally buy new cars. I don't think I've ever bought a new car. Maybe once in my life have I ever bought a new car. They just depreciate too quick. It's the worst, pretty much the worst investment you can make as far as putting money into something, to buy a new car. This truck brand new was around $40,000. So this one was listed at $21,500. They gave me a little bit off of that, and then gave me $3,500 for my trade, which I thought was pretty good, because, you know, if I was to fix the transmission and, you know, fix the rear main seal leak, and the truck, you know, still has 260,000 miles on it, so I don't think I could have sold it for more than $5,000, maybe $5,500 at most. So I figured $3,500 for me to not have to do anything to it. I don't mess with it, and just trade it in. I thought that was a pretty good deal. So, but yeah, anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. And if you were like hesitant on the 2.7 Ecoboost, maybe this will help you make your decision. I know it did me when I watched a bunch of videos on guys driving these trucks and owning them for a while. And actually some had a lot of miles on them and they were still happy with the truck. So that kind of helped me make my decision. So hopefully this will help somebody else make their decision. But anyway, that's gonna do it, guys. Hope you enjoyed this review. Check y'all later.